Gotta check this place out. So these catch fungus gnats.
Right, so these are sundews. This particular one is from South Africa. It's called the Cape Sundew. At the tips of the leaves here, there's these little droplets of sticky stuff.
Yeah.
And you can see that they actually get stuck on even your finger. But these little black things are fungus gnats, fruit flies that are stuck on here. And if you look at this leaf that is kind of curling over, the leaf actually bends around the insect that it catches, wraps it up, secretes digestive enzymes, uses it as foliar fertilizer, and then reopens and then catches more stuff on these sticky leaves.
Dude,
Yeah.
that is cool. What is this called again?
This is a Cape Sundew
Cape
from the Cape
Sundew.
of Africa, South Africa.
And what are the conditions it needs to live?
Bright indoor sun. So you put this on a bright windowsill, south-facing windowsill, and you just leave it sitting in a tray of water all the time. They like a lot of water. Their roots are kind of vestigial, which is why they bring nutrients in through their leaves. Their roots are just there to anchor them down and suck up water. So you can't really overwater them, but they want really bright light. You can see this one's flowering. This is a flower right here. This will make like a 12 to 16 inch flower spike with a whole bunch of little white flowers on it.
How big do these get?
This is close to full grown. I mean, they get maybe to the size of a softball, so a little bit bigger than this. But these are flowering adult sized plants.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Oh.
Yeah, it's good for those guys.
Yeah. Fungus gnats, paint flies. Anything, they're sticky, so they're not like grabbing things like Venus flytraps do that physically restrain them. So anything that's a strong flyer, like a wasp or a big like bottle fly, those are powerful enough to kind of move out of it. But any little flitty stuff,
Is it attract them or is it more inadvertent?
I think it's more inadvertent. They don't make a smell and they aren't sugary. They appear to be nectar. So things that are looking for that might land on them because they think they're getting something like sugary substance. But there's kind of this idea that they produce a smell or something like that. They're scentless and they're passive, so they just sit there. And statistically, they can fly onto them. Yeah. Yeah. No, but if you cut a piece off, it's just protein, so they can dissolve flesh, but it takes a long time.
Which is what they do with the color.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. But they just are able. Their main mechanism is a way to restrain the bug.
A third of the cost is energy to keep it cool in here.
So the reason why this nursery failed in the first place is Pastorito Farms, they were growers of long stem red roses until the 90s. And the energy cost, to get roses to bloom in February requires light and heat. The bumps in the floor from the old steam pipes that heated these greenhouses so that the roses would bloom for Valentine's Day these nurseries, these greenhouses sat empty for 20 years, and then someone got the great idea of why not lease them out to small growers. And it is, it's a wonderful location. It's just a real privilege to be here, but you do have to deal with, these are not state-of-the-art facilities by any means. If you were going to design this from scratch, it would be much different. The new greenhouses are much, much different. On the floor, if you have just a clear roof, you've basically got a solar oven, and you could cook in here. So just to make it manageable for us to be in here, we had this custom shade cloth made. It's 40%. It actually, I used to have it complete across these openings. It used to be completely at 40% reduction. But the problem was, it also reduced the airflow. So we roll it back. And the reason why we don't rely entirely on whitewashing is the weather's been so screwy. So the theory behind the whitewashing is that you do it in the summer, and then it begins to rain in early fall, like in October or mid-fall, and the paint is being, or the lime is being rinsed off as the days are getting shorter, so that by the time you get to December, you have no whitewash left. So you're getting the maximum amount of sun during the shortest days of the year. But what's been happening in recent years is it doesn't rain at all until January.
Yep.
And then, so you're dealing with the shortest days of the year, and you have all this additional coating on the roof, and it's not enough light. And then you get to January, and it starts raining, and by the end of February, it's getting hot again. All the whitewash is off, and it's like too soon to whitewash again. But the solar oven effect is starting to occur. So we have this 40% shade cloth up. This rolls back because when we need the ventilation, the 40% shade cloth actually blocks it. So we have this combination of whitewash, shade cloth, and
Just do everything you can.
You do everything you can, and then when it gets really cold in the winter, we have coop warmers, which are what they use in chicken coops.
Okay.
And we hook those up. They're like ceramic heaters, and they're everywhere, and they're on fans, and then that raises the temperature a couple of degrees, which is enough to get the plants through the winter. So it's very interesting.
I feel like I remember it not being in the system as well, but we may call it something else too.
Boji. Hey.
Either that or you have chicken fingers. You're either a very good person or you're curing.
What's up, dude?